Nós iremos abordar hoje a Síndrome de Munchausen, que também é conhecida como transtorno factício, que é um transtorno psicológico onde o portador simula sinais e sintomas e até mesmo provoca o aparecimento de doenças. Ou seja, ele assume o papel doentio, fingindo constantemente estar doente para chamar atenção para si. E esses indivíduos podem passar anos e anos de hospital em hospital, fingindo diversas doenças e sintomas, e quando são descobertos, são capazes de se mudar para outra área e frequentar outros hospitais. Eles podem ser extremamente manipuladores e, nos casos mais graves, podem passar por cirurgias dolorosas e às vezes fatais, mesmo sabendo que é desnecessário. Um dos segmentos mais assustadores desse transtorno é a Síndrome de Munchausen por procuração, que é considerada um tipo de abuso infantil, onde o responsável pela criança simula sinais e sintomas na criança com o mesmo objetivo de chamar a atenção para si. E geralmente a mãe é a portadora da doença entre 80% e 95% dos casos. Essas mães podem criar ou exagerar os sintomas de uma criança de diversas formas, como mentir sobre os sintomas, alterar testes, falsificar registros médicos ou até mesmo induzir sintomas por vários meios, como envenenamento, asfixia, fome e infecção. Um porém é que no ambiente hospitalar, essa mãe é totalmente zelosa e preocupada e dessa forma consegue receber reconhecimento e atenção. Como consequência, a vítima é submetida a repetidas internações e exposição a exames e tratamentos potencialmente perigosos e desnecessários, gerando sequelas psicológicas e físicas que podem inclusive levar ao óbito da criança. Geralmente, ninguém suspeita de qualquer irregularidade porque o portador está familiarizado com a profissão médica e ele está bem informado sobre como causar a doença ou a deficiência na criança. E o profissional de saúde, pela crença, de que os pais e cuidadores nunca machucariam deliberadamente seus filhos, acabam ignorando a possibilidade dessa síndrome, sem contar que a capacidade que eles possuem para manipular os médicos e induzir os sintomas na criança torna o diagnóstico extremamente difícil. Conseguir identificar a causa da doença é muito complexo, porque é difícil determinar o motivo exato de alguém querer provocar sintomas em si ou induzir um ente querido, até mesmo um filho, a ficar doente. As motivações podem ter diversas origens e muitas vezes estão associadas a outros transtornos psicológicos. E isso pode partir desde uma ansiedade extrema, até mesmo o desejo de obter ganhos materiais, atenção e manter a proximidade com a vítima. Além disso, alguns outros fatores foram identificados como possíveis causas da síndrome de Munchausen, como, por exemplo, trauma emocional, doença durante a infância, transtornos de personalidade e até mesmo rancor contra figuras de autoridade e profissionais da saúde. Alguns especialistas, inclusive, acreditam que, além da atenção obtida, o portador tem satisfação em enganar os indivíduos que eles consideram mais importantes e poderosos do que eles. Agora nós iremos apresentar a história de Didi e Gypsy, de uma mãe doente para uma filha doente. Claudine, Didi, foi fruto de um lar conturbado e filha menor entre 6 filhos. Suspeita entre os próprios familiares de matar Emma, sua mãe, aos 59 anos, por inanição e falta extrema de higienização. Didi casou-se aos 24 anos e teve uma filha, Gypsy, em 27 de julho de 1991, com um jovem de 17 anos que ainda estava no segundo grau. E pouco antes do nascimento de Gypsy, ele foi embora, ao se arrepender de ter casado jovem e ver em Didi algumas condutas estranhas, como, por exemplo, recorrer a feitiçarias. Após a separação, Claudine, obcecada com a saúde da filha, foi morar com o pai e a madrasta Laura, mas acabou sendo expulsa por suspeita de tentar assassinar a madrasta através da alimentação, somado à forma como tratava Gypsy. Laura, que chegou a ficar 9 meses na cama por algo que havia ingerido, logo após a saída de Claudine, se recuperou. Após ser expulsa da casa do pai, Didi resolveu se mudar para se concentrar na saúde da filha sem interferência familiar. E no final de 91, aos 3 meses de vida, Gypsy visitou pela primeira vez no hospital. Claudine disse aos especialistas que a filha deixava de respirar quando dormia, levando-a a um diagnóstico de distúrbio do sono, e acabaram enviando-a para casa com um aparelho que ajudaria a respirar. Mas mesmo assim, Didi não se conformou e continuou consultando com sintomas diferentes. E aos 7 anos de Gypsy, ela disse aos conhecidos que sua filha tinha alterações cromossômicas e uma distrofia muscular, que lhe impediria de caminhar com normalidade. E dessa forma conseguiu uma cadeira de rodas e passou a exigir que a menina permanecesse sentada. E a criança, mesmo sabendo que podia caminhar, acreditou na sua mãe e ficou quieta. Em 2001, o Hospital Universitário de Tulane estudou Gypsy por sua distrofia muscular e os resultados foram negativos. Não havia nada, mas mesmo assim, Didi continuou repetindo que sua filha tinha essa doença e chegou a fazer fichas médicas falsas, alegando que as originais tinham se perdido com as inundações de um furacão. Com o tempo, a criança foi acumulando em sua ficha médica uma lista interminável de doenças e transtornos: asma, epilepsia, problemas auditivos e musculares, deficiência visual, paralisia do tronco inferior e danos no sistema digestivo. Entre 2004 e 2014, foi documentado que elas foram mais de 100 vezes a diferentes consultórios médicos e durante esses anos, Didi passou a alimentar a filha através de uma sonda nasogástrica, alegando que ela havia perdido muito peso e que os médicos haviam detectado leucemia. Posteriormente, ela alegou que a filha tinha epilepsia e convulsões, ou seja, cada problema implicava no uso de mais medicamentos, o que acabou provocando a perda de todos os dentes de Gypsy. E a partir do diagnóstico de leucemia, a mãe raspou a cabeça da criança e pediu ajuda a diferentes organizações para conseguir a colaboração, passando a obrigar Gypsy a fingir os sintomas. Só que, inevitavelmente, a menina cresceu.
Okay, Gypsy, this is Stan. Hi, Gypsy. Let you guys talk. I'm Detective Hancock. I'm with Curry County Sheriff's Office. What happened with your mom that night?
Think that it's me? Why would you think that it's me? I have always loved my mom. My mom and I are best friends.
Listen to me. I have no doubt that you love your mom. But why did Nick hurt her? Did you kill your mom?
No, no, sir.
Did you help Nicholas kill your mom?
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome a cancer survivor and passionate young lady, Gypsy Rose Blanchard, and her mother, Dee Dee Blanchard, from Springfield, Missouri, to the stage.
And I always said, you're the reason I was born to be your mama.
Breaking news this morning, 48-year-old Dee Dee Blanchard was found dead inside her home, and her 19-year-old daughter Gypsy is still considered missing.
It all started receiving a call on June 14th to check the well-being of a family. There was a Facebook post that was quite alarming.
Gypsy was in a wheelchair. She had leukemia, and she was having seizures, and she had to be tube fed.
Whatever they were going through was incredibly hard for them, especially with the medical conditions. And so everybody gathered around them and would try to help them out as much as possible.
It just proves that happy endings are not just in fairy tales, they're real.
The truth is, okay, I'll admit it. I did actually stab her. I will admit it.
So I know that he loves me and he would do anything for me and to be with me.
Did Gypsy know that you were going to kill her mother?
Honestly, she asked me to.
Okay.
Both Facebook postings were authored by Gypsy. The prosecutor has filed charges this morning for first-degree murder.
This individual is alleged to have conspired with Nicholas Godejohn to stab her mother to death so that they could be together. The penalty is life imprisonment or death.
As we have unearthed the appearance of a long financial fraud scheme.
The family got medical airlifts, Disney travel, and free housing over the years because of Gypsy's supposed disabilities.
When you commit a first-degree murder, you knowingly cause the death of another person after deliberation. Analysis of cell phones provided evidence of numerous text messages between Gypsy Blanchard and Nicholas Godejohn. Nicholas Godejohn was someone that Gypsy Blanchard met online. They began a online dating relationship. During the text, the two discussed Nicholas killing Claudine.
Still ask the question, how do you kill your own mother? I mean, there's got to be a reason. There's got to be some abuse there.
This all started long before Gypsy would have ever had any type of say in what was happening.
Right from birth, 3 months old, Dee Dee was telling me that she had sleep apnea. And it escalated from then. Dee Dee told me she's not gonna live to be, 18 years old. She may be an old teenager. That's about it.
Her mother appeared to have taken great steps to keep Gypsy in a very juvenile role, making her act several years younger than her actual age. It appears that Gypsy was not even aware of what her actual age was.
I called her for her 18th birthday, and Dee Dee said, "Don't tell her she's 18, I'm like, what you mean don't tell her she's 18? She knows she's 18, it's her 18th birthday. Well, she don't know she's 18, She told me her mental capacity was, like 5 years behind, when she was...
Aaron, as you remember.
This is actually kind of the first time I've been honest. Besides being honest, my attorneys. Even that, I haven't been completely honest with them, so.
How would you describe your mom?
Unique. I used to always think that maybe she's a little overprotective. So if I had to say one word about her, it would be overprotective. Good. I really didn't think any abuse was going on. It's like when you're abused, but you've lived that way your whole life, you don't really know that you're being abused. You don't know any different.
What illnesses did your mom say that you had?
Asthma, epilepsy, hearing impaired, vision impaired, fed with a feeding tube, paralyzed from the waist down, slow, so retardation, and among other things, I just can't remember them. I was on breathing medication for seizures, a medication to help go to the bathroom, pain medication, anxiety medication, just everything. I would have to put on the breathing machine every night. I hated it though, because it seemed to make my breathing worse, not better. And then another machine was for the feeding tube. It was controlling what I'd eat. My medications would be put through there. I really wouldn't even have to be awake, so she could put whatever in my body and I wouldn't even know. If we'd be going to the doctor, she would do all the talking. She'd just tell me, just play with my Barbie doll and don't move your legs. Just as much in the dark as everybody else. The only thing I knew is that I could walk. As for everything else, the leukemia, the epilepsy, I was taking medication that she said was cancer medicine. She would shave my head and say, well, it's gonna fall out anyway, so let's just keep it nice and neat. I just went on blind faith that a mother knows best.
Gypsy Rose Blanchard was as consistently and viciously subjected to, in my opinion, Munchausen by proxy as anyone I've come across. Munchausen by proxy involves a caregiver who either feigns or actually induces illness in her children, and her goal is some kind of emotional gratification, looking for sympathy, attention, care, concern that she feels unable to get in any other way. It is a form of child abuse, first and foremost.
Basically, each one of these paper clips is some medical record where Dee Dee essentially lied to the doctor about something. This was the first one that jumped out at me. Mother is not a good historian, which is interesting because he puts that in bold and underlines it.
One of the things was a big discrepancy was that for a person that has not walked for 9 years, she should have technically almost no muscles in her lower extremities. She was able to support her body weight. I remember her standing. So I had a big doubt about the whole thing from the beginning.
Analyzing all the facts, and after talking to a previous pediatrician, there's a strong possibility of Munchausen by proxy, with maybe some underlying unknown etiology to explain her symptoms.
So many people looking at her, I would have been rejected at the spot. So all what I could do is put that in my note.
How Dee Dee figured out that Dr. Flasterstein was on to her. She would have gotten a copy of this letter.
She was a very filthy person. She was putting some poison in my food.
The day that her mom died, Dee Dee was in the house somewhere, and Dee Dee was starving her.
She had taken this dog leash and clipped it to a pair of handcuffs and then clipped the handcuffs to the bed.
When you look at the mitigators as well as the background of these individuals as we know it, this case was not an appropriate first-degree murder case in which to seek the death penalty.
She's to be sentenced to 10 years in the Missouri Department of Corrections